Hi, my name is Zook, and I'm an artist as well as a professional photographer. I specialize in motorcycle and event photography and art. So I capture passionate moments on canvas as well as photographs, and then I work with it and put it together for someone, whether it be a client as well as someone that's just trying to feature their bike, their girl on their bike, or whatever it might be. So the way I tend to paint is impressionistically. I've been painting for about 25 years. So I started as an airbrush illustrator, and as I admired masterworks by Rembrandt and Michelangelo as well as an impressionist, I came up with my own style. So what you're seeing now is the way I put together a canvas from a photograph or on location, and how I put it together and make a painting, or how I will go out and photograph a client. That's a good shot right there. Nice. When we get to be 90, we like to look back at our time on this earth and say we did something. So when I shoot a biker portrait, I consider it something like a wedding photograph on testosterone, because you get to look back and say, hey, I did that. That was my bike, that was my ride, I looked good. So I like to take people and personalize the photo shoot. I work for Warner as an illustrator, and I work with Mariah Carey, Macy Gray, and we come up with album cover ideas, and sometimes I take photographs for reference, at least for the illustration. They had their own pros that would usually shoot the work that we would incorporate into our illustration, but yeah, I worked for Warner Music for about 6 years. That's cool. That's absolutely cool. Doesn't matter. This is free spirit crap. You know what I'm saying?
Still feel like it.
With all these guys, very eclectic, very natural area, very organic area. I'm going to let everybody kind of, you know, be free, so to speak. Everybody's got their own, you know, part in the band, and everybody has their own little thing they've got going on. So what I'm going to do is try and capture that individuality inside a band, inside a group setting. This is cool, you guys. It's badass. As I started painting more and more, I was attracted to color. And so Impressionism was a natural segue, and I try to combine the two. Kind of a contemporary Impressionist. But most times I paint from the object that I'm painting, whether it be a still life, a figure, or on location, because there's the French coined it, je ne sais quoi, something that you paint on location. But when I'm at a show like this, or when I'm using reference, I will paint from that reference. But I try to do most of my paintings on location. And the truth is, you know, all great painters, Rembrandt, those guys, they all began abstractly. Every single one of them. Big shapes that had color, big shapes that had form, and then you would break those shapes into something that was recognizable. So everything begins abstractly. Even this is abstract. You know, it's a color study, but yet it's abstract shapes.